Hey, good afternoon. This is Clay with Clay's AC and Auto Repair and Clay Motion here in Grand Rapids, Michigan. If this video is helpful, please like, share, give me nice comments. Most of all, subscribe to my page. I don't share your information. I don't even actually get it, but it helps me. If you want to help me, turn down your computer volume, let my videos play. That would be awesome. This video right here is probably one of the stupidest, best things I've ever done. And it's going to save you tons of hours of heartache and everything else. So I have a 2002 Dodge Ram with a 4.7 V8 in it. We get the truck. It ran great, drove super, had a cracked head on this side. Okay, took it down to the machine shop. They found the crack. We got another head, put it on there. We got brand new timing, everything inside there. I feel really stupid telling this, but I read like 50 threads that people were having the same problem and they never said what the hell it was. So I was like, what is going on? And so it took me about 2 days before I decided to tear the engine back apart. We took the intake back off. You don't have to take the intake off to check your timing because we assumed it was a timing issue. Everything looked dead on. We're looking at it. Then I said, hey, take the intake off. Let's look at the back. Let's see if it's in there. Didn't have anything to do with the intake. And we knew that already, but one of the things you need to remember about being a mechanic or if you're working on something, if something was okay before you started, you probably did something wrong. It's generally not going to be like a computer or an ECM problem, or in this case, I took the whole alarm system out of this. I took the dash apart. I checked everything and always came back to I had spark, I had compression, I had fuel. There was no reason for this truck not to run whatsoever. I couldn't understand. So I said, you know what? We're going to take it all apart and we're going to figure out what's going on. And this is what I figured out. Sorry for the long lead up. But the simple fact of the matter is what I found is the Chinese, Korean, whatever, cam gear reluctor ring. This is different. This has got a tone ring on it that's totally different than that. So I'm not sure how that happened, but it's either a manufacturing flaw or, and probably, this is probably the reason it happened, and I don't mind calling myself stupid because I may have ordered the wrong cam set. Now the 3.7 and the 4.7 cam gears, timing chain and everything are identical. This appears, and I'm just guessing still, that this is for a V6. And what you could possibly do if you think that this is a problem with yours, if you're like them other guys that didn't answer nobody's thread when they asked them what was wrong, is you could unplug the cam sensor down here. We've already replaced it with the original one, and I'm 100% certain if this wasn't the problem, it is a problem, but I'm pretty sure it's the problem. And hopefully after all my jacking around, I didn't mess something up, but you can kind of tell that they're totally different. I mean, it's where it should be. They both say V8 on them at the top. But what you can do anyways, back to that, is you can unplug the cam sensor, okay? You can possibly wipe the ECM's memory by either putting the battery cables together or doing it with your scanner. Put the battery cables together, leave them together for 10 or 15 minutes. What that'll do is that'll wipe out the keep alive memory inside the ECM. And then you can try to start it with the cam sensor unplugged. What it'll do is it'll tell the computer to go back to original timing. If you've set your timing right, these gears aren't any different. The teeth on these gears, they're not different. It's just the reluctor ring that the engine uses to make sure the engine's being fuel efficient and so forth and so on. So don't be a dummy like Clay, you know. Remember, if anybody else can do it, you can do it too. Go back to what you were, you know, what you did originally, and maybe you'll find the problem. I hope this video is helpful and it saves somebody thousands of dollars. And if you watch this video before you put the thing back together or you've done this job, that's one thing to watch for. I should have watched for it before. I should have knew better. You know, I've been doing this for 20 some odd years, and you'd think I would know that, but I think what happens is after a while you just get to where you think you know everything, and you don't. You never know everything. You can always be learning, and you can always be thinking. Jeff actually figured this out, which is also surprising because that's not really what Jeff normally does. But kudos to Jeff Pawi, because we were standing here talking about it and discussing it like we should, And we went over our steps, and that's how we found this problem. So hopefully this video is helpful. Turn down the volume on your computer, let my videos play. It gives me a couple extra tenth of a cent. Subscribe to my page. I do a lot of awesome stuff like this. I try to show you how, not only how to fix something, but why it's a problem and how to use your tools properly. Obviously in this case we're using a pair of vice grips for a cam holder. They do make a tool for that. It just was simpler, and we were kind of excited because we figured out the problem. Remember, if anybody else can do it, you can do it too. God bless. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch my video. Have a great day.